The wholesome way Taylor Swift spends her money. As one of the biggest pop stars on the planet, Taylor Swift is a global icon who is beloved by millions of fans. She is one of the richest musicians in the world. So in this video, we're going to find out how she spends her money and if it's in keeping with her wholesome girl next door image. Hi everyone, welcome to Money and Fame, where we talk about all things celebrity, wealth, money, and fame. Before we start, if you like this type of content, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications to stay up to date. Let's dive into it. With over 200 million record sales under her belt, Taylor Swift is one of the most successful singer-songwriters in the world, whose music is said to have influenced a generation of musicians and created a cult following of Swifties. She is also one of the richest women in the music industry, with her wealth in 2023 estimated to be $740 million, making her the richest woman in the U.S. whose income derives primarily from music. While she obviously leads a luxurious life, Taylor is noted for her charitable contributions and philanthropic efforts. Her generosity has only endeared her more to her fans, with whom she is very close. Before we delve deeper into her spending habits, let's overview Taylor's life and career to date. Taylor Allison Swift was born in December 1989 in Pennsylvania. She showed an early aptitude in music. At just 9 years of age, she began to travel regularly to New York for singing lessons and performed at local events over weekends. When she was 13, Taylor performed some of her original songs at an RCA record showcase and landed an artist development deal. To further her career, her family moved to Nashville. Here, Taylor worked with experienced songwriters, often meeting them for 2-hour writing sessions after school. Taylor's career really began when she caught the eye of Scott Bruschetta at an event in Nashville's Bluebird Care. Scott was a music executive about to launch his own record label, Big Machine Records. After signing with Scott's new record label, Big Machine Records, Taylor began working on her debut album, Taylor Swift. The album set a series of records when it was released and reached number 5 on the U.S. Billboard 2000. Taylor was just 17 when she became the first female country music songwriter to write or co-write every track on a platinum-certified debut album. Taylor subsequently released 5 singles, with 2 topping the Billboard Hot Country Songs. With her single, Our Song, Taylor became the youngest person to write and sing a #1 hit. Taylor went on to win multiple awards for her debut album. She also got a Grammy nomination for Best New Artist. Her debut album shot her to prominence, and she began to open for such artists such as George Strait, Tim McGraw, and Faith Hill. Taylor released her second studio album, Fearless, in 2008, which reached #1 on the Billboard 200 and was the top-selling album in the U.S. in 2009. She went on to release 5 singles, all of which reached the Hot Country Songs Top 10, with 2 topping the chart. 2009 was a great year for Taylor, as the Billboard named her Artist of the Year. She also won 5 American Music Awards, an MTV Video Award, and 2 CMT Music Awards. Taylor became the youngest artist to win Album of the Year at the Grammy Awards. She also won Best Country Album, Best Country Song, and Best Female Country Vocal Performance for the song White Horse. In 2010, she released her 3rd album, Speak Now. Taylor wrote every song on this album, which again topped the Billboard 200. It became the fastest-selling digital album by a female musician. With 278,000 downloads a week, Taylor set a Guinness World Record with this album. She received numerous awards for her efforts, including 2 Grammy Awards, 2 American Music Awards, Billboard Woman of the Year, and Country Music Association Entertainer of the Year. After concluding the highly successful Speak Now World Tour, Taylor released the single We Are Never Getting Back Together in 2012. taken from her fourth album, Red. This became her first #1 hit in the US. It also set a Guinness World Record as the fastest-selling digital single. She followed this up with other singles. Red marked Taylor's inclusion of other musical styles and was hailed by critics. It also won several awards. The Red Tour, which followed, became the highest-grossing country tour ever, and Taylor continued to write and record successful songs. In 2014, she moved to New York City and began working on her fifth album, 1989. It topped the Billboard 200 when it was released in October. The 1989 World Tour that followed was the year's highest-grossing musical tour. 1989 won Album of the Year at the Grammys and Best Pop Vocal Album. Taylor continued to garner numerous awards. She also co-wrote and performed songs with artists like Zayn Malik. After taking a one-year break, Taylor returned with her sixth album, Reputation, in 2017. The album's lead single, Look at What You Made Me Do, topped the charts in a number of countries, including the US, the UK, and Australia. As usual, the album debuted at #1 on the Billboard's 200 and topped the charts internationally. In 2018, she embarked on the Reputation Stadium Tour, which became the highest-grossing concert tour in North America. After leaving her old record label, Taylor signed with Universal Music Group. She released her seventh album, Lover, with them in 2019. The album sold over 3.2 million copies internationally, becoming the best-selling album by a solo artist in 2019. Taylor became involved in a dispute with her old record label at this time and began recording all her old songs. The COVID-19 pandemic didn't deter Taylor, who released two albums called Folklore and Evermore in 2020. Folklore won Album of the Year at the Grammys, becoming the best-selling album in the US. Thanks to her successes, Taylor became the highest-paid musician in the US, as well as the highest-paid solo musician in the world. Taylor continues to be one of the top songwriter-singers in the world. Her 10th album, Midnights, has been acclaimed as her best to date. Setting numerous records, the album topped the Billboard 200 and was the best-selling album in the US. Besides being one of the most successful musicians in the world, Taylor is also one of the richest. She has worked as the spokesperson for the Sony CyberShot digital cameras and the Nashville Predators hockey team. By endorsing brands such as Apple, Diet Coke, and AT&T, she has managed to further add to the considerable wealth she has earned from her music. Taylor is a savvy investor with a real estate portfolio worth $85 million and her own sustainable clothing line. She has not been afraid to butt heads with Spotify and Apple Music to ensure she gets her fair share of royalty. A key part of Taylor's appeal is the wholesome image she has cultivated, which is allowed to maintain a close relationship with her fans. Despite having a fortune estimated to be $740 million, she doesn't lead a flashy lifestyle and is well known for her philanthropic donations. Taylor has set up the Taylor Swift Education Center in Nashville after donating $4 million to the Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum. On her 24th birthday, she provided $100,000 to the Nashville Symphony. Her other major charitable contributions include a $1 million donation to the Louisiana flood victims and $500,000 for the Nashville flood relief. In 2011, she held a concert that raised $750,000 for the victims of tornadoes. In 2020, she provided $1 million for Tennessee tornado relief. She has also made charitable donations to the St. Jude Children's Hospital in Tennessee and the V Foundation for Cancer Research and the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. And who could forget her substantial donation of $113,000 to the Tennessee Equality Project in 2019? A move that significantly bolstered the fight for LGBTQ rights. These initiatives highlight that Swift's charitable nature goes beyond simply writing checks. She actively champions causes she feels strongly about. A significant portion of Swift's fortune is reinvested into her music career, specifically her awe-inspiring concerts. The scale of effort, creativity, and financial investment that goes into creating a memorable experience for her fans is genuinely remarkable. Her Reputation Stadium Tour serves as a case in point. The production cost reportedly ran a staggering $10 million, but the indelible memories it etched into the hearts of her fans were utterly priceless. Taylor has also made cash gifts to people in need. She gave her fellow pop star Keisha $250,000 for legal fees in her lawsuit against Dr. Luke. Following the COVID-19 pandemic, Taylor has donated to the World Health Organization and Feeding America. To help raise money, she donated signed guitars and taken part in several benefit concerts. As a result of her philanthropic efforts, she received the Big Help Award at the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards and the Star of Compassion from the Tennessee Disaster Services. Transitioning back to the glitzy side of things, let's take a spin around Taylor's car collection. Her taste in vehicles is an exciting blend of vintage allure and modern luxury. Her garage houses beauties, from a retro 1950s Chevrolet Bel Air to a sleek high-performance Audi R8. And it would be remiss to not mention her high-octane Porsche 911 Turbo, a machine that boasts a price tag north of $180,000. Swift's eclectic car collection is yet another testament to her impeccable and diverse taste. Of course, it goes without saying that she can afford the best things money can buy. Her real estate portfolio consists of 8 properties. This includes a 10,000 square foot Beverly Hills mansion worth $30 million. In Nashville, she has a 5,600 square foot Greek Revival estate and a 3,240 square foot condo. However, her most expensive properties, worth over $40 million, are in Tribeca, New York. They include an 8,300 square foot duplex penthouse and a 4-story townhouse. Taylor also allegedly owns 2 Dassault private jets, each worth around $26 million. And while she does wear high-end fashion, she is also often seen wearing affordable accessories and clothing. She loves treating her friends and once took her backup dancers and crew on a vacation to Australia. Before we wrap up, let's not overlook Swift's adoration for her feline companion, Meredith Grey, Olivia Benson, and Benjamin Button. Swift's love for her cats is no secret, and she dotes on them with a medley of designer pet accessories, gourmet pet cuisine, and an abundance of affection. Life as a pet in the Swift household is indeed a lap of luxury. Well, that's it from us for now. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. If you enjoyed this video, I have selected 2 more that I think you may enjoy, here and here.